Welcome to dubmaster YouTube channel. It is the second episode of famous Pakistani drama Ishq Murshid. Shibra reaches in the party and bridegroom welcomes her by serving her an ice cream. Other side, Shamir, who was not ready to attend the marriage party of his friend earlier, is now inside the party. He not only attends but also enjoys and shares the stage with his friend. Other side, wife tells her husband that your sister is not ready for the marriage of our daughter and his son unless you recommend her son for a good job. Please help him get a job so that we can marry our daughter. It angers Solomon, who says, "You mean I should start corruption for my daughter's future? It's wrong. It's against my religion and my country. I can't damage the interest of my country for my personal sake." Their daughter is listening to their conversation and is crying. It's time for the bridegroom to join her groom at the stage. She is coming towards stage and Shibra is with her. Other side, the parents of newlywed couple are sitting together. The father of groom says the father of bridegroom that you had promised me to give me a Mercedes S-Class in dowry, but you didn't fulfill your promise. I am bearing this relation just because my son loved your daughter. Shibra is listening to their conversation and heading towards them. Father says, "You have time to arrange a Mercedes S-Class right now." Other side, "I will create a scene here." Shibra jumps in and says, "Let's start the scene here." Father asks, "How dare you to talk me like that? Don't you know who I am?" Shibra says, "I know, you are a sitting minister. If I upload the video on social media in which you are demanding the dowry, your whole political career will be ruined in few seconds." Then she keeps on shouting at the greedy minister. It fucks the facial expressions of minister. Then Shibra goes to meet the groom and asks, "How much is your salary?" Groom says, "Why should I tell you?" Shibra says, "You are nothing without your father. Your father is demanding a Mercedes S-Class. Go and tell him that don't demand such expensive things. My friends belong to a middle-class family. They can't fulfill your demands." Shamir is listening to her conversation and starts getting impressed by Shibra. Faraz, the groom, comes and sits with his father. He says his father that "I love my wife. I don't need any expensive car. So you will not force them for any expensive car." Shibra and her friend are looking at Faraz and his father, and Shamir is looking at Shibra. And finally, matter is solved. Due to Shibra, it brings smile on the face of her friend. Shamir reaches home and calls his friend Faraz that "I want to meet you right now." Friend says, "It's my first wedding night and I am with my wife," and cuts his phone call. Shamir goes out of home. Someone knocks the door when newly couple is busy in conversation. Groom opens the door and finds Shamir there. Shamir comes in, sits and asks bridegroom, "I want to know about Shibra." Then she tells Shamir that Shibra is totally different. She doesn't like expensive things like watches, cars, bungalows and phones. Shamir says, "No problem. I will leave everything for her." And he asks, "What does she like the most?" She says she likes what her father likes, nothing else. Then Shamir leaves their room and bridegroom gives gift to his wife.